Sabina, what habit about Tyler annoys you the most?
My music. She hates my music with a passion.
No, not Tyler's music.
Oh my.
Oh, I was like,
No.
what?
No, you gotta clarify.
No, like my music I listen to.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Emily Curl at iHeartRadio, and today we're hanging out with country music artist Tyler Rich. Tyler, what's up? How are you? Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Nice to see you, Emily. I'm doing great. It's a beautiful day. It's starting to get hot outside, so we're all happy.
And you said you're in your new studio, right? Or this is like gonna be your studio? This is the new house?
Yeah, I mean, I love black. I always wear black. And so when I got to choose one of the guest rooms to turn into a studio, I had to black it out from top to bottom. There's just nothing really in it yet other than this studio desk and a chair. There will be some color and life in here, but I kind of like it this way.
Well, I'm excited to hear the new music that comes out of that because so far you've got some great music. We got to talk about Better Than You're Used To. Tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind this song.
So Better Than You're Used To was originally inspired by my little sister. She's such a stubborn, hard ass. I don't know. She's a lawyer. She's the youngest of three and rarely shows emotion. And last summer, she was just going through this breakup of a century kind of thing. And I finally saw, and she's like, I'm putting all this in, I'm putting this in. And I was just saying she's not getting anything back out of it. I had to have like a very real conversation with her that you deserve better than you're getting out of this situation. A lot of times when you're writing a song, you're inspired by something, but then you write it about a lot of things. And so when I first met my wife, Sabina, she was literally on a girls trip to get over what she was going through and had been kind of put through the ringer. And I met her in that vulnerable situation where she was feeling jaded about love, standoffish and just kind of afraid and scared to even, take a step. The ultimate goal of the song is to let people know they gotta love themselves first, obviously always, but then find somebody that can love you better than that.
Tyler, I have so many questions going off of everything that you just said. The first one is your wife, Sabina, being in a rebound stage. How did you win her over and convince her that like, no, I'm right, you're gonna date me?
It was interesting. I had to do it very slow and cautiously, right? That's such a vulnerable and tender moment with somebody. And we met very briefly in person. It was only a few minutes and then she kind of ran away. She actually like ran away with her friends.
Literally ran.
Yeah, didn't really give me a chance. We were at Stagecoach Festival in California. I tried to do the old fashioned hello in person type situation. No Instagram, none of that. And it worked for a few minutes, but I had to slide in the DMs the next morning on Monday. And then,
did it work?
Yeah, I had to, cautiously, carefully spit my game for like 2 weeks straight. Our first date was, I believe, 17 days after we met or something like that. It was just slow and steady. We've always been long distance until this past week, finally. We've always gone back and forth between California and Nashville. And so I met her and I immediately went back to Nashville. It kind of worked in our favor, I think, that we couldn't see each other right away. It was slow talking, FaceTimes kind of thing, getting to know each other, rather than kind of diving right into, a date or anything like that.
Yeah, true. Well, first off, are you a romantic guy?
I'm a Pisces, so we're super sensitive and super, we like chick flicks and all that kind of stuff. And
what is Sabina's sign?
I think she's a Libra because we have this inside joke. I stupidly got like a stocking stuffer gift our first Christmas that was this terrible shirt of like Libra phrases. Like, who buys those things? I don't know. I just saw it on an Instagram ad or something. I was like, oh, that's another random thing I could throw in the. And so I'm pretty sure she's a Libra because that gift was like the worst gift I probably ever gave.
Do you believe in love at first sight? And do you feel like that's how you felt with your wife?
1000%. I don't know if I used to, but I do now. I saw her on Friday at the festival and was just in awe. And I was like, I've got to talk to this girl. Who is this person? But I chickened out. I'd just gotten there. Didn't have any liquid confidence or anything yet. And
you needed sometimes.
Yeah, I realized after the fact I'd recognized her because she's an actor. So I'd seen her in some stuff. But I thought I knew her as like, how do I know this girl backstage? Where have we met before? But I didn't say hi, and then I tried to find her for 2 days straight. And then finally saw her on Sunday. And it was like that just aha moment of like, here's your chance. Like, go get it.
What advice would you give to someone else who maybe like is eyeing someone, maybe even on the internet? What would you say to them if they want to shoot their shot in this summer?
Honestly, you just have to. You can't overthink it. You just have to go and shoot your shot because every no that I've ever gotten from a girl or from my career has led to incredible yeses, right? And so you have to get through the no's that'll help you not mess up the one you're supposed to get a yes from. All those no's I got and growing up and all that stuff and getting turned down by girls weathered me, and got me ready for the one that was going to say yes. And so shoot your shot. And if they say no, there's another shot around the corner, but if it's that love at first sight shot and they say no, I'm sorry. But
Then we'll cry together. Okay. Then you listen to your song better than you used to and you hope for the next one. Tell me about this song. I'm curious, did you release it first on TikTok? Is that kind of how you teased it out?
Yeah, so I wrote it last summer, I believe in June. Just like all the songs that were quarantined, we turn them in and they kind of just sit in a pile. You know, usually we get to play shows, right? We get to test songs in front of audiences every night. And that's how we figure out if something is good or if it sucks. You know, it's like, hey guys, teach the band a song and we're going to try it in Dallas tonight or something. And if the crowd goes crazy, we'll try it again tomorrow in Mississippi or something. And we didn't get to do that all year. So all this brand new music, I didn't have an audience. I was like, why don't I just tease some of this stuff on TikTok and just kind of see what that audience, because that's an infinite audience too. You know what I mean? That's not a couple thousand people in a room. That's, my God, after like a day, it was just millions of views and hundreds of thousand shares and like all this stuff. So the label got as excited as I did. And we recorded the master, the real version, and released it, I think like less than 3 weeks later on Valentine's Day.
As you're seeing these views come in, these comments come in, what's going through your head?
Validation. You know, you write songs and you get so excited about them. We write so many more songs than people know. Like we write multiple songs a week, you know, and people don't ever hear them. And you always, as a songwriter, think every song is special. You think every song's a hit. I had teased a bunch that got some good recognition and whatnot, but then that one, when it just blew up, it was the validation I needed to know that when I wrote such a song that I thought was so sweet and special that could connect to people, that it actually is. You look in comment threads, and I'll always post something and say, hey, tag a friend that needs to hear this. And when I realized that 9 out of 10 comments was somebody saying, actually, I think I just need to tag myself. I needed to hear this today. That was like such an incredible thing to see, because write music for people to relate, you know, when they tag themselves in that, that's when you realize you hit it just like right on the head.
Being a songwriter, did you always know you wanted to like be me as the artist, or did you always want to be a songwriter?
Even when I was a little kid and I was like 5 and they say, draw yourself in a career or whatever, there's a picture of me and it's like Hollywood and me in glasses. And I'm like 5 years old, surrounded by dogs. And
dogs?
Yeah.
Do you have your dogs? Did you get the dogs? Did you ever get
yeah.
the dogs?
Tons of dogs, always, you know, and so I either was going to be a vet or doing something in the spotlight, you know, and then when I fell in love with music a few years later, it was just such a no-brainer for me. I saw my first concert when I was 8. I went and saw Strait. But to me, he was a movie star because from the movie Pure Country when I was a kid. And so I was just going to watch that soundtrack live like somebody watches Disney on Ice, you know, and I fell in love with live music and realized that Dusty from Pure Country is a real country singer named Strait. Just fell in love with live music moving forward from there. And then, you know, music was huge in my family. Songwriting with my uncle and just playing guitar with family, you know, get-togethers and whatnot. It was the only option in a sense for me.
Have you ever met Strait?
Not yet. I got super excited. I did a TikTok the other day of I've been telling my country story on TikTok and like all these parts of from me as a kid to now. I'm on part 5 or something like that now, but part 1 is about being a kid and fall in love with the movie Pure Country, and then seeing him live and all that stuff. And he commented on the TikTok, and it's part 1.5 where I'm playing a song from the movie, and he commented like, this is great or something. I was like, oh my God, that is Strait. I was like, that's so cool. But then it said Team Strait. And what I thought when I first read it was like, we're all on Team Strait. But then I realized it's just Team Strait commenting, which is his team. And I was like, it's still cool, still his face, you know.
It's still cool. If they love him and they love you, like that's a good team, you know, a good team to be on. Outside of music and touring, which we're all so excited for, what are you most excited about in your life right now?
This house, you know, I've been in and out of renting forever to and from California. And we finally bought our first home. And my wife just moved here from LA. I've been here for 2 months last week. And so we're finally turning this into our first real piece of us. You know, this is like our first life together. And so every day from getting to write now in my own studio to picking out couches. I never knew I liked Pinterest until now. That's cool. This single is the biggest light out of a dark tunnel of COVID, you know, and it's the push and just the excitement that we needed to hit the ground running as soon as we were allowed to again.
Well, we're excited to meet your wife too. I thought we could play a little game in honor of your single to get to know both of you better. So we're going to do Who Knows Who Better if you're down.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think she's going to win. She's going to win for sure, but I'll go grab her.
Let's bring in Sabina. Come on in. Hi. Sabina, hi. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I'm scared of this game.
Honestly, you should be. I'm just kidding. It's going to be easy. So the way this game is going to work is it's a Who Knows Who Better game. So kind of like a newlywed game. Question 1, we're starting with an easy one, okay? Who is more romantic? Tyler, what do you think Sabina said?
I am more romantic.
Sabina, what did you say?
Hi.
Oh, Tyler is more romantic.
Pisces.
Here we go. Question 2. Tyler, what habit about Sabina annoys you the most?
Oh, I know this one. The habit. The thing he hates the most is all my little piles everywhere. Like I dump a bag out and then I like switch things to another bag. So I got little piles of like stuff for my bag, my wallet, my luggage, my piles. He hates my piles.
Do you have the piles? We have the piles everywhere.
He hates my piles.
Okay, so now we have to flip it. So Sabina, what habit about Tyler annoys you the most?
I don't know.
I do. I know.
Okay, so Tyler, what do you think Sabina said?
You answered out loud.
Yeah. My music. She hates my music with a passion.
No, not Tyler's music.
Oh my.
Oh, I was like,
No.
what?
No, you gotta clarify.
No, like my music I listen to.
Oh my God.
I like a lot of like rock, metal,
Aggressive.
alternative, indie. She calls it if there's distortion. I'm assuming I got it right. My music.
Yeah, it's aggressive.
Aggressive.
music.
It's so aggressive. It's like screaming and just aggressive. And I'm like, that's not
It's good. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Okay, our next one. Here we go. Tyler, what is Sabina's love language?
Oh.
Got it.
Okay, Sabina, what did Tyler say?
I think you said my love language is
Mhm.
gifts. But it doesn't need to be like fancy, lavish.
Aw, no.
If you gave me like straws. because-
Libra shirts.
Oh my God, Tyler and me first
I
started
told her,
dating.
I
Oh my
told her.
God. Not my cup of tea, but super thoughtful.
Worst gift.
Okay, Sabina, what would you say is Tyler's love language?
I'm pensively stumped. I'm thinking she's saying words of affirmation.
Ah. I said
Sabina, are you
all
ready?
the time.
Oh!
Because he's always like, can you put your phone down and stop working and just be present here? And it's like always seems to be really
yeah,
important to
that's
him
true.
to be present.
Okay,
I was thinking
love
words
that.
of affirmation, like, I don't know. Like,
I know
I
that.
love that song, baby. That's
yeah,
great.
no,
I love your aggressive music.
I love your
I
aggressive
love
music.
your aggressive music. It's
so much.
good.
Put it on louder.
Okay, so now I'm gonna start alternating some questions here. We're gonna throw in some more. Tyler, here we go. Who is Sabina's celebrity hall pass? Wait, Tyler.
Oh, come on.
What is that?
Stop it.
What is
Stop
that?
it. I don't
laugh?
actually know what it is.
You don't have a celebrity crush?
Oh my gosh.
Sabina, who do you think Tyler said?
What do you think I wrote down?
Dermot Kennedy.
Oh.
Okay, so you know each other well.
Somebody talks about it.
Ty introduced me to him. I don't even know what he looks
Not
like.
as a person. They're not going on a date or something.
No. He introduced me to his
It was awesome music.
music. It touches my soul.
Oh, I thought you meant in person. I was like, wait,
Oh,
what?
no, God, we are
Ty
just...
introduced him to me, and now he's my hall pass.
He introduced us, and now he's my hall pass.
Now, Sabina, you're up next. Okay, Tyler, who is she gonna say? Apparently, there's one
Halsey.
she's thinking of.
Halsey. 100% Halsey.
Really?
You didn't even have to write it down. We could have just said 1, 2, 3. Halsey. that's
It makes him so
Really?
uncomfortable because I go, Tyler, I go, what if you ran into her one day and she like wanted to make out with you? And he's like, she wouldn't want to. I'm like, it's not the question. What if she really wanted to make out with you? He's like, she wouldn't want to. I'm like, you're what? Halsey for sure. Okay, I'm ready
Oh
for
my
the
god,
next.
that's amazing. Okay, y'all, we have 2 more for you. Sabina, what did Tyler want to be when he was a kid?
Or I think what you might think.
Okay, Tyler, what's Sabina gonna say?
I don't know. I think she's a kid. I'm holding a guitar. I would assume a musician, a singer. I would guess.
And
What'd you say, Sabina?
I put an aggressive music rock star.
You're so dumb.
I think my first love was country, but I think when you like were in high school, you became like an aggressive music lover.
You're like punk face.
She knows what aggressive is.
I know. Let's flip the switch, and I want to hear, Tyler, what you think Sabina wanted to be when she grew up.
An actor. She wanted to be famous. I mean, Sabina was in.
No, I don't want to be famous.
Well, but I mean, but in general, like an actor,
be-
like limelight.
Is that what you're gonna say, Sabina? That's right?
I've always wanted to be an actor
Yeah.
since I was like.
So you knew.
From the
You
like,
both knew your paths. That's pretty
fashion
cool.
shows, so like all your things, you're always in the limelight as a little kid. Winning awards. She's like on glow stick boxes of like modeling and stuff when she was a little girl. And so at our wedding, one of her maid of honor brought the original old school glow stick boxes with Sabina when she was like 5.
This would be a current dream, by the way. If I could be on the cover of a glow stick box currently, as a, like or own my own glow stick line, I would love that. I think we should do something like that.
Cool. I'm in.
Last one. Sabina, what song got Tyler through the pandemic? Or album? We can do song or album.
Well, mine is a no-brainer for her. I know.
Oh,
her.
really?
No question.
Oh, yeah.
I even know the song that got her through it all.
Oh, the album was, I'm assuming you're going to say this because you happen to know all the words and I know you've never listened to it, but Taylor Swift Folklore.
And
So
the song.
I listened to all of them very heavily. This is a
But there
I already got the answer.
is one that
I already got the
rumbles
answer.
the walls of the house all day.
I listened to all of them on repeat.
Taylor Swift. with
Mad Woman?
Bonnie Bear.
Oh, shoot.
Exile.
But I already got the answer right.
I think I have seen this film before. Oh,
And I
man.
didn't like the ending.
Yeah. All
That bridge
day.
is sick. It's so good.
It's so
All
good.
day.
Oh, no. So now I'm supposed to guess Ty.
Tyler, do you have one?
I have the answer.
I know one, but yeah, I don't think you would actually know what they were called. But if you heard the songs, you would know because I listened to it like 1,000 times last year.
Hey, the wolves are watching.
That's Mizio, and those guys are dope. The
Give
band.
me a hint on the song.
The band.
Camino.
Camino.
What's was there a specific song?
I got so bored during quarantine. I started like a run group with my friends and we would just send in our miles every day. And I would run like 4 miles a day, 5 miles a day and listen to that album like 2 or 3 times for at least 2 of the runs a week.
I tried to join Ty's runs and he asked me to please not join because all he would do is stress about me the whole time because I can't keep
the
up.
whole time. And I'm the whole time trying to run, I'm just turned around like, and she's like, it's okay, go. I'm like, I can't go, you're here. And you're like, when we were walking behind me, I was like, I can't believe you.
It's really hard to keep up.
I want to go running. No.
Before we let you both go, Sabina, we were talking all about Tyler's music. What do you think of Better Than You're Used To? Tell me a little bit about your experience with that song.
It speaks to my heart because I think we've all been in a place where we just know that we deserve more. And oh boy, I was put through the ringer before I met this sweet, sensitive, kind-hearted man. And I was so scared when very sensitive.
I called myself sensitive earlier.
He's
It's
so
okay.
sweet. I just had been through a lot. So when I met Ty, I was scared to trust and let someone in, and that song speaks volumes to me.
If you were to give one piece of advice, maybe just one thought to someone who's been in a relationship where they know they deserve better, what would it be?
Reevaluating what it is you want in your life and what you deserve and what you are worth. And the way that you want to be treated, and make those rules for yourself in your life and stick to them and find somebody that, honestly, it sounds weird, but follows those rules because you deserve, you love the way that you want to in your own specific, unique way. And you are the only you, and you can only be loved that one certain way. So find somebody that agrees.
Tyler, Sabina, thank you both so much for being here. It's so great to chat with you both. So great to meet you both. Hopefully next time we see you is in real life at iHeart Studios.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
I
I don't know why I said yeah. I'm not coming.
Yeah, Sabina, you're coming too, for sure. We're both coming.
I thought we were a duo for a minute. I was like, see you there.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for watching our interview with Tyler Rich. Make sure you stream his new single, Better Than You're Used To, out now on iHeartCountry, and we'll see you next time.